Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible online? Hello, can you hear me, guys? Online. Am I audible? Okay, right. So let's start. So, guys, please focus on it. So today we are going to discuss about file system hierarchy. This is a very, very important concept, right? Please focus on it. Who's new to this class today? No need to bother. So management, they will provide the previous videos links. Okay, don't worry. So no need to bother about the installation and those all stuff. Already we done installation yesterday, right? So no need to bother about the installation and those all. You're going to get the videos to install the all stuff. Today, guys, I'm not going to give the reply. If you're asking maybe about installation, maybe about some like previous videos links like this, because today we are going to focus on file system hierarchy. This is a very, very important concept. Please, if you having any doubts in file system hierarchy, then you can ask me. Got it? Because previous session doubts we'll discuss later, right? So please ignore the previous sessions. You're going to get the videos and those all stuff. No need to bother. Today, from now onwards, please focus on it. From now onwards, it's a important for us. Clear? Right. So online, I hope you're clear. Let's start, guys. How to install the operating system, you know very well. Already we done yesterday how we need to install the operating system into VMware workstation, virtual machine, into our virtual machine. Right, guys? So, guys, for example, if you having physical machine, means your laptop, assume thus in your laptop, in your desktop, operating system, it got corrupted. Right, guys? So you'll have the desktop. In your desktop operating system, it got corrupted. Got it, guys? So how you are going to install the operating system into your desktop? Yes, guys. How you are going to install? Do you know how to install the operating system into your laptop, into your desktop? You have your laptop, guys. Maybe unfortunately the operating system it got corrupted, right? You need to reinstall the operating system. How you are going to install the operating system into your laptop? So guys, here we are unable to perform the task because we are taking online and as well as offline both, right? Just I'm trying to providing the steps how we need to install the operating system into our laptop or otherwise into our physical desktop. Got it, guys? Ravi Kumar, your voice is not audible. Guys, can you hear me? Am I audible online? Can you hear me? Aditya, can you hear me? And Swapna, it's clear? Right. Okay. So Ravi Kumar, please try to check your internet connection, Ravi. So please, guys, one more thing, especially for online peoples, how you need to attend the session. You need to follow few rules and regulations online, for online only, right? So because you're doing online, right? So guys, better to use laptops to attend the session. Don't use mobile phones. Got it, guys? Don't use mobiles. Better to use laptop with headphones. Sit in front of the laptop properly, then attend the session. So if you're attending like this, then only you can able to focus. Especially for online. I'm going to take care about offline, don't worry. Clear, guys? Online peoples, please use laptops to attend the session. Don't use mobile phones, right? So with headphones, you need to use the laptops to attend the session. Sit properly in front of the laptop, right? And then focus on it. Then only you can able to understand. Because guys, communication, it depends on body language. So you people doesn't have any body language now here, right? Online people, right? So because of that reason, please focus. So let's see guys here. 60 to 70% communication depends upon body language only. So you people, you are focusing on verbal, right? So please focus on it. Please use the headphones while you are trying to attending the session, especially those instructions for online. So let's see guys, how to install the operating system. Assume thus in your laptop, you'll have the Windows operating system, right guys? So in your laptop, you'll have Windows operating system. It got corrupted. So now you are trying to installing the Windows operating system again, right guys? So what we need to install the Windows operating system into our laptop? Yes guys, what we need? Prerequisites. So what kind of things we need to install the operating system into our laptop, guys? First of all, we need to download the ISO image with the help of another laptop, right? And we need DVD or pen drive, DVD or pen drive. Okay, got it, guys. We need to download the ISO image. For example, we are trying to installing Windows 10 operating system. We need to download. So Windows 10.iso image. That's it now, guys. We need to download the Windows 10.iso image. With the help of this ISO image, using few third-party applications, we need to create bootable DVD or bootable pen drive. Clear, guys? So we need DVD or pen drive. So nowadays, most of the people that are using pen drives only. So new laptop doesn't have the DVD option, right, guys? Okay. So use pen drive using few third-party applications. Roofers, Nero Burning Room, like this applications will have. Using those applications, we are going to create the bootable pen drive or bootable DVD with the help of Windows 10 ISO image. Got it, guys? So this bootable pen drive or DVD, we need to connect to whom? To the system. Means laptop or desktop, whatever it may be. You can say your PC, personal computer, right? So we need to insert the pen drive to our computer. Then what we need to do? We need to reboot. We need to reboot the machine, right? So after rebooting, so we should enter into the BIOS from next boot onwards, right? So how you are going to enter into the BIOS? BIOS, guys, okay? So basic input output system. So BIOS, how you are going to enter into the BIOS, guys? Using few function keys. Depends upon your motherboard manufacturer. Depends upon your vendor. So Dell having F1, Lenovo having F2, like this different function keys people they are going to use. Will have F1 to F, right? 12 function keys will have. And few peoples, they will provide delete key and as well as escape keys also to enter into the BIOS. I hope you got it, guys. So clear. So maybe any key they will provide. So simple, how you're going to find out the BIOS key, in a sense, you need to reboot the machine. The first, you're going to get one screen, right? There you'll get the BIOS key. With the help of that key, we need to enter into the BIOS. It may be function keys, it may be delete key, it may be escape key. So depends upon your brand, laptop brand. So they will provide the BIOS keys for us to enter into the BIOS. Inside the BIOS, so we have one option called boot. Inside the boot, we'll have different options. First boot, second boot, third boot, boot like this, network boot like this will have the options. So in first boot, we need to select pen drive. Maybe if you're using pen drive, you can select pen drive. So if you're trying to installing the operating system with the help of DVD, you need to use DVD there in first boot, right? Inside the BIOS, we'll have the first boot option. So we need to use pen drive in first boot option. Then what we did the modification into the BIOS, we need to save. F10 is a key to save. To save, guys. To save the BIOS settings, right? F10. Then we need to reboot the operating system. Okay. So reboot the operating system. From next boot onwards, now onwards, the mission, it will start with the help of pen drive. Now installation process, it will happen. Where we are going to install the operating system? In installation destination. What is the installation destination device in our laptop? Hard disk. That's it now, guys. So without hard disk, where you are going to install the operating system? So we are unable to install the operating system without hard disk, right? So we need secondary storage device that is called hard disk. Inside the hard disk, we are trying to installing the operating system, right, guys? So let's see here. First of all, we'll discuss a little bit about Windows, and then we are going to start Linux file system hierarchy. Then only you can able to understand very clearly. Because almost 80 to 90% people, you are using Windows operating system into your laptops. Yes, no. So now we are going to compare with Windows, right? Then easily you can able to understand exactly what is a file system hierarchy in Linux operating system. Got it, guys? Right. So this is our hard disk. Guys, Windows having one good feature. Automatically, it will assign one drive letter to the device to identify the device. For example, C drive. That's it now, guys. So Windows, it will assign the drive letter to the particular device to access the device to store the data into the device. Simple, man. Without knowing your name, can I able to communicate to you? It's possible? No. So like the same way, so we should know the device name, then only we can able to access the device, then only we can able to install, then only we can able to retrieve the data from the device. Simple, man. In fourth floor, we'll have 4 classrooms, right? So without knowing the classroom number, can we able to attend the Linux class? So this is 401, right? So 401 is a classroom number here, right? So without classroom number, can we able to identify the Linux class, guys? Like the same way. So how you are going to identify the device? With the help of drive letter in Windows. In Linux, we are going to call mount point. What we are going to call? Mount point. Windows having the good feature, automatically it is going to assign one drive letter for each and every device. So with the help of the drive letter, we are going to access the device. We are going to store the data inside the device, means hard disk. Right, guys? Now I'll ask one question. Why C drive? Why not A? Why not B? Yes, guys. Why C drive? Why not A? Why not B? So we have A to Z drive letter concept in Windows, guys. So why Windows by default, it's assigning C drive letter for hard disk? What is the reason behind? We'll have A to Z drive letter concepts in Windows, right? So if you open the My Computer, by default, hard disk, it having C drive. Why C? Why not A? Why not B? What about A and what about B? Why directly assigning C drive letter? So we have to create the partition. While you're trying to creating the partition, so can you able to find out the C drive? Sorry, A and B? No. Why? Yes. Configuration start with C. That is what I'm saying. Why it's starting with C? We know configurations, Hard disk, it will assign by default C drive letter, right? Right? Yes, no. That is what I'm asking. Why it's assigning why it is assigning by default C drive letter? Why not A? Why not B? A and B, it's reserved for floppy. A and B, it's reserved for floppy disk. We have two types of floppies, normal floppy and double density floppy. Do you know about floppies? Yes, no. Let's see. I'll show you a few images from internet, then you can able to understand. So how we'll have the DVDs and CDs, like the same way in olden days we'll have floppy drives. So floppy disks, okay? So this is a floppy drive image. This is floppy drive and this is a floppy disk. This square device will have. This is called floppy disk. For this floppy, they reserve A and B. Nowadays, no one they're bothering about floppies. And nowadays we'll have SSDs and those all stuff, right? Got it, guys? So A and B it reserved for floppy. C, it's reserved for hard disk. Maybe if you're connecting one more hard disk, D. If you're connecting DVD, E. If you're connecting one more device like this, Windows, it will assign automatically one drive letter to the device. So to identify the device easily. How each and every person, they have their own names. Without names, can we be able to communicate? No. Like the same way, without drive letter, we are unable to access the device. So in Linux, we are going to call mount point. We are not going to call drive letter. I hope you got it, guys. What is that? Mount point, M-O-U-N-T. Mount point. Got it, guys? Right? So now where we are installing the operating system, guys, we are trying to installing the Windows operating system, right? Windows 10 operating system. Where we are installing this Windows 10 operating system? Into C drive. 99% people, they are going to give this answer. C is a drive letter. It's not a device. I hope you got it. Clear? So C is a drive letter. This is a classroom. We have 401 number for this classroom. 401 is a drive letter. Maybe you can able to change tomorrow, right? Yes, no. Where we are conducting the class? Into this classroom. This classroom name is 401. I hope you got it, guys. So this is hard disk. This hard disk name, drive letter is a C. We are not installing the operating system into the C drive. We are not installing the softwares. We are not installing the applications into the C drive letter. We are installing into hard disk. In Windows, reverse slash is a top level directory. Under reverse slash, we are trying to installing everything. I hope you got it, guys. C colon reverse slash will have, right? So reverse slash is a hard disk. Means it's a top level directory in Windows. We are trying to installing the operating system. We are trying to installing softwares and everything inside the reverse slash. Most of the people, they don't know. Got it, guys? So now we are trying to creating one more partition. For example, fourth floor, total hard disk is a fourth floor. In fourth floor, how many classrooms will have? 4 classrooms will have. Those 4 classrooms, where it will be available? In fourth floor, right? So D is a drive letter. Automatically it will assign. So if you are trying to installing the softwares into D drive, means, for example, Linux class, it's conducting into 401, AWS class into 402, right? Maybe some DevOps class into 403. So like this, they are trying to conducting the classes. So without classroom number, how you can able to attend the proper class? like the same way. So here C is a one drive, D is a one drive. Okay, C is a one partition, D is a one partition. According to your requirement, you can store the data into the C drive. According to your requirement, you can store the data into the D drive. How you are going to identify the data? With the help of this drive letter. How you are going to identify the partition? Using this drive letter. So how you are trying to identifying your classrooms? With the help of classroom number, like the same way we having the multiple partitions, we are trying to identifying those partitions with the help of drive letter. In Windows, we are going to call mount point. In Linux. In Linux, we are going to call mount point, not in Windows. So Linux, we are going to call mount point. Coming to Windows, drive letter. Without drive letter, we are unable to access the device. Even if you want to can connect, sometimes you are going to face some problems with your pen drive. If you, while you try to connecting the pen drive into your laptop, right guys? So it will detect, you will get the sound. So ting ting sound like this will get, right? It got detected, means, right? So if you open the my computer, you are unable to find out the pen drive. Sometimes it will happen. But if you open the device manager, there will have the pen drive. Why we are unable to find out the pen drive in my computer? Because the pen drive doesn't have the drive letter. If you try to assigning the drive letter, then only we can able to access this pen drive into my computer. We can able to store the data into that particular pen drive. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Yes, no? So in Linux, we are going to call mount point. Guys, in Linux, we doesn't have any drive letter concept. Without drive letter, can we able to store the data? How you are going to access the device, man? Without drive letter, it's not possible, right? Yes, no. So without drive letter, we are unable to store the data, right? We are unable to access the data from the hard disk. Then in Linux, how we are trying to storing the data? With the help of mount points. Got it, guys? Using mount point. Here we are going to call mount point. We doesn't have the C drive, D drive, E drive like this in Windows. We have one hierarchy. Now we are going to discuss about file system hierarchy. Hierarchy means one tree structure. Got it, guys? In Linux, we have one directory called /. Directory means folder. Don't think this is a different thing, okay? In Windows, we are going to call folder, right? And coming to Linux, we are going to call directory. Windows terminology folder, Linux terminology directory. Better to use terminologies properly. Right, guys? So in Linux, we are going to call directory. Right? In Linux, we have top level directory. We are going to represent with the help of /. In Windows, /. Coming to Linux, /. So you can say it's a top level directory. It's a parent directory for all other directories. Got it, guys? // is a top level directory. It's a parent directory for all other directories. Means, for example, you need to learn the course. Okay. So which place is the best in India for learning the courses? So especially Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, especially we have an area called Amirpet. That's it now, guys. Amirpet is a top level directory. Amirpet is a one area, right? Assume thus Amirpet is a top level directory. Got it, guys? In Amirpet, we'll have many institutions. Multiple institutions will have in Amirpet, right? How many institutions will have? We'll have thousands of the institutions in Amirpet. Right, guys? All the institution peoples, they're providing the same courses or different courses. Different institution peoples, they're providing different courses for us. They're offering different courses for us. One XYZ institution, they're providing Java. Some ABCD institution, they're providing .NET. Some different institution, they're providing some different courses. Yes, no. So Amirpet is a top level directory. Each and every institutions will have in Amirpet itself. Like the same way, / is a top level directory. Inside the / will have the multiple directories. So this is a parent directory. It's a top level directory. How will have the Amirpet here? Like the same way. Okay. No need to bother about remaining courses. Naresh IT, everything they're providing. No need to go to another institutions. Okay. Got it, guys? So / is a top level directory like Amirpet. Inside the / so we'll have multiple directories. I hope you got it, guys. If you want, you can call top level directory. If you want, you can call parent directory. If you want, you can call root directory. Got it, guys? So under / we are going to store the data. It may be your personal data. It may be your official data. It may be operating system related, whatever it may be. Everything we are going to store under /. Right, guys? So we have one tree structure in Linux. So this is a root. Tree having the root, stem, branches, and like the same way. So this is a root directory. This is a parent directory. This directory, it having all the data. All the directories. What kind of directories will have inside the /? Now we are going to discuss. This is called file system hierarchy. It's a one tree structure. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? In Linux, we doesn't have any drive letter concept. In Linux, we'll have file system hierarchy, right? So now we are using / to store the data. Under / we'll have multiple directories. Yesterday we did installation. So did you remember we created / partition, /wood partition, swap partition, /home. Those all now we are going to discuss. Inside the / how many directories will have? What kind of services those directories it's providing for us? Now we are going to discuss. I hope you got it, guys, right? So let's see inside the /. So we'll have one directory called /root. /root is a directory. It's a root directory. Why /, guys? It's a top level directory. ROOT is a child directory. This is parent directory, guys. / parent directory. Inside the parent directory, we'll have child directories. Root is a child directory. /root is a home directory. If you want, you can make a note, guys. Guys, / is a top level directory. It's a parent directory for all of the directories. If you want, you can call root directory. All the like data, it may be your personal data, your official data, operating system related data, everything we are going to store under /. Inside the /, we'll have few directories /root. /root is a parent directory for, sorry, not parent directory, home directory. /root is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. Got it, guys? /root is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user, guys. What is the meaning of that? /root is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. What is the meaning of home directory? Okay, guys, how many types of user accounts will have in Windows? Admin and guest user. We know very well about Windows users, right? So in Windows, we'll have admin and as well as guest user. Two different user accounts will have in Windows. Admin, guest user, right? Like the same way, coming to Linux, we have root user, and as well as normal user. While we are installing the operating system, at the time we created one user called student. Did you remember? That is a normal user. Normal user, it having restricted access. I hope you got it, guys. Clear, right? So in Windows, we'll have admin and guest user. Like the same way, coming to Linux, we'll have root user and normal user. Root user and normal user. Guys, for example, you need to attend the interview, walk in, right? So what you need to attend the interview? Yes, guys. What you need? Resume you need, right? Curriculum vitae, CV we require. How you are going to prepare your CV? Yes, guys. How you are going to prepare your CV? Curriculum vitae. With the help of MS Word. So first of all, we need to log in into our operating system, right? So with the help of one user, example, I'm using admin user. I'm trying to log in into my operating system. Into my operating system, so we should have the MS Office. In MS Office, we'll have one application called MS Word. With the help of MS Word, we are going to prepare our resume. That's it now, guys. Yes, no. After completing the preparation, what you are going to do? You are going to save the document. That's it now. How you are going to save the document, guys? Control S. 99% people, they are going to use Control S only to save. Okay. You save your document and then you close your document. After a few minutes, you remember you need to add few certifications into that resume. Then from where you are going to get those documents? How you are going to open the document again? Yes, guys, you didn't provide any proper drive letter to save the document, just used Control S. The document, it got saved, and then you close the document. Then how you are going to get the document again? By default, where it will store? I hope you got it, right? So by default, where it will store, guys? Downloads, documents. We have document folder, right? See, I have login as an Imran user here. So this is Imran user's document. If I'm trying to creating the files and any documents, by default, it will store into the document in settings, right? This is a home directory for that particular user. Admin user. With the help of admin user account, if you are trying to creating any document, by default, those all the document, it will store inside the document folder. This is a default work environment. Like the same way, if you are trying to log in as a root user into your Linux operating system, if you are trying to creating the files and directories with the help of root user, those files and directories by default, it will store inside the /root. I hope you got it, guys. This is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Simple, man. Assume this, I'm a root user, right? I'm a root user. I have purchased television, washing machine, refrigerator, and those all stuff, home appliances. So I'm going to keep into Naresh IT? No, right? Where I'm going to keep those all stuff? Into my home, right? Root user's home directory always. He's going to keep this those products, everything into, for example, you have, so you purchase few home appliances, where you're going to keep? Are you going to keep into NareshIT? No, right? You're going to keep into your home, right? Yes, no. Like the same way, if you're trying to log in as a root user, if you're trying to creating few files and directories, by default, those files and directories, it will store inside the /r. /ROOT is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. Right, guys? This root is a different. This root is a different. This is a user. Guys, 1 minute. Don't get confused, okay? So I think we have one user, right? So this guy is a user. Okay, doesn't need body, face is enough, okay? Right. So there's a user, okay? It's a root user. Root users, home, folder. This is user, this is folder. Don't think both are same. I'm a Imran, right? So I'm faculty. I'm trying to like keeping my laptop into my bag. This bag is a directory for me. Directory means folder. I hope you got it, guys. I especially like ladies, they're going to use folders, right? Clutch something, people they're going to say they're going to keep the like mobile phones and those all stuff. They're holding folders, right? Yes, no. I like the same way. Got it, guys? Root users, home directory. If you are logging as a root user, if you're trying to creating the files and directories, by default, those files and directories, it will store inside the /ROOT. /ROOT is a home directory for root user. It's a default work environment for root user. Got it, guys? Right. Next directory, home. /home is a home directory for normal user. /home is a home directory for normal user. So guys, we can able to create 60,000 normal users by default into our operating system. How many? 60,000. While we are discussing about user and group management, I'll show you, don't worry, practically, right? From where we need to find out those all the default settings and those all stuff. At present, remember, so in our Linux operating system, 60,000 local users we can able to create. Like student. So we created one user called student, right? Student, right? So for example, if you want, you can create Raju, Rani, right? Mantri, there is no Mantri here. Only Raju Rani is enough, okay? Got it, guys? Let's see here. So those all normal users. Student, Raju, Rani, those all normal users. Clear, guys? Yes, no? So it having the restricted permission. /home is a home directory for normal users. Like student, Raju, Rani, like this, 60,000 user accounts we can able to create by default. Got it, guys? Clear, right? So /home is a home directory for normal users, right? Only one directory is enough, guys, 4 to 5 people. One home is enough for 4 to 5 people. No, right? If it is a family members, that is a different story. I'm saying individual persons. One home, it's not enough, right? But we are saying here /home is a home directory for normal user. 60,000 normal users we can create. For 60,000 normal users, one home is enough. One directory is enough. No, right? So it's a bit difficult to you peoples to find out the data from one directory, right? So because of that reason, while you're trying to creating the user account, automatically inside the home /home, one directory it will create called student. Student users home directory /home/student. I hope you got it, guys. Simple, man. You're all normal user. You are belongs to one community. /home is a one gated community. Assume this one gated community, right? So /home is a one gated community. Inside the /home, we'll have the multiple homes, multiple plots. I hope you got it, guys, right? So if you are trying to creating Raju user, Raju's home directory now, /home / Raju. Rani's home directory, /home / Rani. I hope you got it, guys. Because of the common directory is a home, because of that reason, we are calling /home is a home directory for normal users. Clear, guys? I hope you got it. /ROOT is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. /home is a home directory for normal user. It will provide the default work environment for normal users. Clear? Good. Next, /boot, BOOT. /boot is a directory /BOOT. So /BOOT contain bootable files, guys. Bootable files means, do you have any idea? Yes, guys. So if you're having any idea about bootable files, please, you can. What is bootable file? Yes, guys. What is bootable file? Guys, sometimes in your laptop, you'll get one black screen and boot.img is missing, NTLDR is missing, press any key to continue, like this errors will get into our laptop, right? Means those bootable files that got corrupted, NTLDR, boot.img, those all the bootable files that got corrupted. So because of that reason, we are unable to get the operating system, right? So what is exactly what kind of like task bootable files it is going to perform? Booting means starting, right? Bootable files means, okay. Let's see here. For example, as of this, we are trying to traveling from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Got it, guys? Online, can you hear me? Am I audible? We are trying to traveling from Hyderabad to Bangalore, guys. Okay. How you are going to travel? Don't say by walk, okay? So how you are going to travel from Hyderabad to Bangalore? Hyderabad is our source. Bangalore is our destination, right? Very good, Swapna. Using flight. So with the help of bus, with the help of train, depends upon our requirement. Depends upon our budget. That's it, na, guys. So it may be if you want to use bus, train, car, flight, even bike also. We can. Got it, guys? I can. Right? So using bike, we can. So we need few vehicles to travel from one place to another place. Hyderabad to Bangalore, for example. Right, guys? Without vehicle, can we able to reach our destination? We are unable to reach our destination without vehicles. Like the same way, if you try to starting the laptop, if you try to starting your desktop, the desktop and laptop, both it will start. It will boot. Okay. So this laptop destination is operating system. Then how you're going to reach to this laptop, how it is going to reach to destination? With the help of few vehicles, those are bootable files. Using those bootable files, we are going to get our operating system. We are going to reach to our operating system. I hope you're clear exactly what is bootable file, what it will do. Without bootable files, we are unable to reach the operating system. How you are unable to reach your destination without vehicles, like the same way. Got it? समझ में आया? नहीं आया? Right? Got it, guys? Clear? Right. So /BOOT contain bootable files. Guys, coming to Linux, So we have few bootloaders. We have few bootloaders, guys. grep2 is the latest bootloader. Means inside the /BOT, we have one more folder. This is one folder, guys. Inside this folder, we'll have one more folder called grep2. grep2. grep stands for Grand, G-R-A-N-D, Grand Unified Bootloader version 2. grep2. G-R-A-N-D. Okay. Grand Unified, U means Unified Bootloader version 2, right? In RHEL 7, 8, 9 latest versions having grep2. grep, G-R-U-B is a bootloader in RHEL 6.0 by default. Okay. So we'll have 5.0 and 4.0, 3.0, 2.0 versions will have. In that we'll have LILO. RHEL 5.0, 4.0, and then 3.0 and 2.0 versions having LILO. Linux loader, full form, LILO. LILO stands for Linux loader. LILO. Linux loader. Got it, guys? Those all boot loaders will have into our operating system inside the /BOT. Not only bootloaders, we'll have kernel images, initrdfs images, and those all stuff will have. At present, no need to bother about those all. While we're discussing about operating system boot process, at the time I will teach you exactly what is grep2, what it will do, what is kernel image, right? What is initrdfs. Those all stuff we'll discuss while we're discussing about operating system boot process at the time. No need to bother. /BOT contain bootloaders. Right, guys? Inside the bootloaders will have the grep configuration files. So clear? Yes, no? Right. Next, /etc. /etc. etc contain configuration files. etc contain configuration files. Got it, guys? What is exactly what we are going to call as a configuration files? To whom we are going to call as a configuration file? Configuration files means? Yes, guys. What is configuration file? What you are going to do with configuration files? Blindly remember all the configuration files by default will have inside the etc. See, guys, for example, we created one user called student, right? Student related properties, what type of user it is, what kind of properties it having, whether it having the login shell or not, right? Well, what kind of user IDs it having, GIDs it having, those all stuff, student related properties, it will store into one file. Those files it will store inside the etc. I hope you got it, guys. Right. So etc contain configuration file. If you need one more example, I will tell you. For example, we are trying to installing web server, guys. Okay. HTTPD is a package we need to install for Apache web server. Apache web server. Guys, remember, not only web server, if you try to installing any services, three things it will happen. It will create one user account. It will create one home directory. It will create one configuration file. Any server, not only web server. It may be FTP server. It may be DNS server. It may be DHCP, whatever it may be, right? So if you're trying to installing the services, three things it will happen. Remember, it will create one user account. It will create one home directory. It will create one configuration file. Okay, guys, we are trying to installing web server, right? Simply if you install the web server packages, it's not enough. according to our requirement, we need to configure. Yes, no. This website we need to provide only for particular peoples. We should not provide the access for some peoples. Like this instructions we need to provide to the web server. How you are going to provide like this instructions and those all stuff? With the help of configuration file. We are going to configure the services using configuration files. Those all the configuration files by default, it will store inside the etc. Blindly remember etc contain configuration files. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear what is exactly configuration files. Yes, no, online. Are you there? Yes, guys. Swapna, can you hear me? Am I audible? Am I audible, Swapna? Right. Right. Next, slash bin. Slash bin. Bin means binaries, right? So slash bin contain normal user executable commands. Slash bin contain normal user executable commands. Got it, guys? Slash bin contain normal user executable commands. How many types of user accounts will have? Two types of user accounts will have, right? One is root user, another one is normal user. So normal user executable commands we are going to get from bin. Got it, guys? So normal user executable command, where it will locate? Inside the bin. Bin contain normal user executable commands. As bin contain, as bin means super user, root user, super user, supreme user, root user, admin, whatever if you want you can call. So as bin super user executable commands. As bin contain super user executable commands. Bin contain normal user executable commands. Got it, guys? So bin contain normal user executable commands. Has been contain root user executable commands. Root user executable commands. Clear? Yes, no? Very good. Next. USR. USR. USR stands for Unix Shareable Resources. Unix Shareable Resources. You can say in Windows will have program files, right? Program files. So program files contain. Yes, guys. In Windows, we'll have the program file directory, means folder inside the C drive, right? If you open C drive, so you'll have the program files, right? So what you'll have inside the program files? What you are installed, those all we can able to get from the program files. Maybe games, softwares, and everything. So we can able to find from the program files. Like the same way, coming to Linux, USR. USR contain program files. If you try to installing few applications, few packages, those packages, it will install inside the USR. USR stands for Unix Shareable Resources contain program files. USR contain program files, guys. Next. OPT. OPT. Optional for USR. OPT is a optional for USR. OPT contain third-party program files. Third party. Third party means, for example, third-party enterprises Linux will have enterprises Linux applications will have like Ansible Tower. Ansible Tower is a third party applications. If you're trying to installing Ansible Tower, we need to provide the size for OPT that will install into the OPT. Otherwise, if you want, you can use this OPT as a your personal directory also to store the personal data. OPT is a optional for USR, right, guys? Guys, give me 1 minute. Guys, can you hear me? Am I audible? Online. Right. OPT contain optional program files only, but third-party program files. OPT is optional for USR. Dev. DEV. Dev contain device files. In Windows, we'll have device manager. Do you know about device manager? Yesterday we discussed, no? We find the processor core from the device manager, right? There we can able to find out all the devices, processor, keyboard, mouse, hard disk, everything we can able to find, right? Like the same way in Linux /dev. /dev contain device files. /dev contain device files. So /dev, it act like as a device manager in Windows. We can able to find out the devices from dev directory. Maybe you are connected pen drive, man. Whether the pen drive it got detected or not, from where you're going to check with the help of dev directory, we can able to check whether it got detected or not. Dev contain device files. Keyboard, mouse, hard disk, those all device files only, okay? Next. /proc. /proc, guys, PROC. Actually, PROC process, actually full name is a process. In process or just they are taken only 4 letters, first 4 letters, PROC, right? So /proc contain background running processes. So in our operating system, few processes it is running into the background, right? Those all the processes we can able to get from /proc. /proc contain background running processes, right? Those all virtual directories that will keep on changing. Apart from background running process, we can able to find out CPU information, memory information also. For example, someone, if they're asking to you, or what kind of like processor you're using in your laptop, if you having Windows operating system, I think it's not a big deal. Easily we can able to get the configuration of our laptop. So with the help of my computer properties, but here we doesn't have any my computer properties and those all stuff. So each and every device details it will store into one file. Okay, CPU device information it is going to store into one file. RAM information it is going to store into one file, like that. Those files will have inside the proc. Right? How to know the CPU information? Let's see. Guys, cat is a command. It will print the file content. Cat command, what it will do? It will print the file content. Guys, it doesn't have the space here, because of the reason I'm writing here. Okay, so usually I need to write here. Yeah, it doesn't have the much space here. So proc contain background running process, and memory information, CPU information, everything we'll have. Swap information we can able to get from proc. How to know the CPU information? Cat is a command. Cat slash PROC CPUINFO. You're going to get the CPU information. Like in your laptop, if you're having i3, you'll get i3. So how many cores will have, right? Yesterday we discussed about CPU cores and those all stuff, right? While we are trying to installing the operating system at the time. How to know the CPU cores in Windows, we know. Yesterday we discussed. Then coming to Linux, how we need to know the CPU cores, CPU information using this command. Cat space, guys, you should provide the space in between cat and this. Cat space slash proc slash CPU info. CPU info is a one file. It contains your CPU information. It may be if you're using i3, you'll have the i3 information. If you're using i5, you will have the i5 information. If you're using i7, you're going to get the i5, i7 information. Got it, guys? Right. How to know the memory information? Yes. Cat space. Tell me. No issues. Slash proc slash mem info. Mem info means memory information. Very good. Okay. Mem information. So we'll get the RAM details and swap details. You know very well about RAM, right? Yes, no. Do you know about RAM, guys? In our laptop, we'll have the RAM. In our mobiles also we'll have the RAM, right? Random access memory. That is a primary, right? Swap. What is swap, guys? Swap is a virtual RAM. Swap is a virtual RAM. What is virtual RAM? For example, assume this, you have one old desktop, right, guys? For example, I'm saying, okay, don't take serious for understanding purpose. Okay, we'll have one old desktop. In that old desktop, we'll have only 2 GB RAM. Got it, guys? This is before 90s laptop. Sorry, before 90s desktop. So we'll have only 2 GB RAM, right? Then if you having 2 GB, always you are not going to get the good performance from your operating system. Yes, no. We need to increase the RAM space, right? So here we doesn't have any other option to add one more RAM. Assume this, guys. So because it's a very old laptop, a very old desktop. So we doesn't have any another slot to add new RAM. So to increase the RAM. So in this case is what we are going to do in the sense, we are going to take some space from the hard disk. Got it, guys? We are going to get some storage, like some space from the hard disk. We'll have hard disk, maybe 400, 500 GB hard disk will have. We are going to get some space from the hard disk. We are going to convert this partition as a swap. I hope you got it, guys. So this is hard disk, right? So we have the hard disk. We are going to get some space. We are going to create one partition. We are going to convert this partition as a swap. So it will act like as a virtual RAM. If the physical RAM space, if it is full, automatically swap, it is going to provide the support to the physical RAM. We are going to get the good performance from our operating system instead of purchasing the RAM. Okay. So here equal to RAM or double of the RAM we need to provide. From 8.0 onwards, new updates we got. In 7.0 equal to RAM, double of the RAM. From 8.0 onwards, guys, if you having 2 GB RAM, you can give 2 GB or 4 GB. If you having 4 GB RAM, you can give 4 GB or 8 GB, right? Got it. If you having 8 GB, 16 GB RAM, don't give equal to and double of the RAM. 4 GB swap partition is enough. If you're having 8 GB, don't give 16 GB swap. 4 GB is enough. If you're having 16 GB, don't give 32 GB swap. 4 GB is enough. I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no. Right. Good. So I hope you're clear about proc content, background running process. Those are virtual directories. It will keep on changing. Okay. Apart from process information, we can able to get the memory information and as well as CPU information. Guys, please read those all the file system hierarchy tomorrow. You need to perfect into file system hierarchy. So from Monday onwards, we are going to start basic commands. Clear? Right. So next directory /run. Run is a new directory they introduced to us from 7.0 onwards. In old versions, we doesn't have run. Like 6.0, 5.0, 4.0, 3.0, 2.0 versions will have, right? In those versions, we doesn't have run. We have run from 7.0 onwards. Got it, guys? Run directory will have from 7.0 as well as in 8 and 9 also will have. From 7.0 onwards, they introduced us run directory. Run contain real-time data, running services, last boot information, and media. Real-time data, running services, last boot information, and media. Inside the run, we'll have one more directory called media. Inside the run, we'll have one more directory called media. Run media contain removable media. What is that? Removable media. Removable means pen drive, DVD, pocket hard disk, external hard disk. Those all it will be coming under removable media. We can able to insert, we can able to remove. Right, guys? Run media contain removable media. If you connect the pen drive into your laptop, if you're having Linux operating system, how you need to access that pen drive with the help of run media. Inside the run, we'll have one directory called media. Inside the media, we can able to get the removable media's mount points. Right? Now, my question is, what is the difference between run media and dev? Both are same. Yes, guys. Same. Dev contain. Dev contain device file. Run media contain removable media. Removable media is a device, right? Pen drive is a device, right? External hard disk is a device, right? DVD is a one device, right? Then what is the difference between dev and run media? For example, you're connected one pen drive into your Windows machine, man. Okay. Your access, your like find the pen drive from device manager. We'll have the device manager. With the help of device manager, we find the pen drive whether it got detected or not. Can we able to store the data using device manager? Yes, guys. Can we able to use can we able to store the data using device manager? No, right? Just we can able to find whether the device it got detected or not. That's it. We are unable to store the data. We need to store the data into that particular pen drive. This is always we need to go to the my computer. We need to open my computer. There we'll have the pen drive letter. With the help of drive letter, we are going to store the data inside the pen drive, right? Like the same way here also. Run media, it having mount points. Dev directory, whether the device it got detected or not, it will show you. That's it. Got it, guys? So with the help of run media, we can able to store the data inside the pen drive. But with dev directory, it's not possible. Again, we need to create the mount point. I hope you got it, guys. Mount point means it's one kind of drive letter. This is one mount point yesterday we created. Did you remember? while we are installing the operating system, /. And this is a mount point we created. Did you remember? /VOOT. Then swap one mount point we created. Home on one point mount point we created. Those all like C drive, E drive, D drive like that. Okay, right? But those all it will be available inside the /. Next, where? Guys, are you feeling bored? I hope no, right? Huh? Even if you're feeling bored, there is no other way. We need to discuss, right? So because this is a very, very important. Without knowing this file system hierarchy, it's a bit difficult for people to understand the Linux. So simple man, you are trying to installing some softwares into Linux. You should know where it is try to installing. So from where we need to get those all the softwares and those all stuff, right? Without knowing those all stuff, how you are going to become as a admin man? Yes, no, right? So next directory var /var contain variable data and log files. Guys, please switch off your mobiles. Log files. Got it, guys? So var contain variable data and log files, right? So var means variable data, right? Variable data means, for example, you are trying to sending the mail, right, guys? You are trying to sending mail. You are receiving the mail. By what time you are sent, by what time you receive those messages, it will store inside the var. And as well as we'll have a directory called log. Inside the log directory, what kind of actions you are performing into your operating system, those all the action events, it is going to record into the log directory. Log events. Okay. We can able to get the login events. For example, by what time you log in, by what time you log out. Okay. And then in between, what kind of commands you executed. Those all it will be recorded inside the var log. Simple man, usually our parents they are going to say, so don't do the mistakes. Then so God is going to punish you. He's going to monitor you, and then so he's going to write everything like that, right? Like the same way here. Var log. What you are doing, everything it is going to record into your operating system. Why we need? For troubleshooting. To reduce the downtime. Var log. So you have some problem into your operating system. How you are going to find out your problem without knowing anything? We are humans only, we are not, right? See, we are human only, na, right? So according to your error, according to your like before execution, the commands, and we are going to verify, and then according to that, we are going to troubleshoot. So from where we are going to get those all? So it will be available inside the var log. Var log contain login information, login events, log events, you can say. Log events will have. Okay, next. /mnt. /mnt. mnt contain nothing, empty directory. So it doesn't have anything inside the mnt. mnt is a empty directory. So what is the use of this empty directory? To create the mount point for any partition. For creating the mount point for any partition. For example, let's see here. We are trying to creating one partition, man, in Linux, not into Windows. Assume this is Linux partition. Linux doesn't have drive letters, right? So how you are going to store the data without drive letter? So because of that reason, we are going to use mnt here as a drive letter. Okay. Not only mnt can create your own directory, your folder, and use your own directory also as a mount point. It's not a problem. By default, they're providing for us /mnt to create the mount point for any partition. Clear? Yes, no? Right. Next, slash Empty is an empty directory, Swapna. To create a mount point for any partition. To create a mount point for any partition. Guys, if you're feeling I'm going fast, please interrupt. It's not a problem. You can ask me, I will repeat. It's not a problem. Sometimes if we are into one flow, automatically we are going to get the speed, right? So you need to interrupt. Who have the problem, they need to interrupt. Because I'm unable to understand, right? And your facial expressions like, so it's normal neutral expressions I have here in offline, right? Because of in coming to online, I'm unable to get the expressions right. Online variables, right? So online and offline, whatever it may be, right? Having any problem, you can interrupt me. It's not a problem. So don't say feels like too much of content. This is only sample, man. We'll have 21 chapters, you know. This is only sample, just introduction. That's it. See, if you're feeling introduction is a too much, then how you are going to feel about Linux? Huh? Don't think like that. It's a very easy. For one class, only 1.5 hours, I said, no? 1.5 hours, huh? Every day 4 to 5:30, right? Still we'll have 5 minutes, right? Let it complete. Still we'll have 5 minutes, right? Yes, no? 1.5 hour class every day we'll have, guys. Okay? So because of you peoples, I'm trying to log in every day 4:10 like that. Because few people, they try to log in little bit lately, right? Because of them, then I'm trying to log in like, so 10 minutes only. I'm not going to provide 15 minutes, okay? Only 10 minutes. 4 to 4:10 in between. Got it? So, I'll complete, Swapna. Very good, okay? Let it complete, and from Monday onwards, we'll do practice. How to execute the commands, how to interact. Then from Monday onwards, you'll have the interest, because always theory only, man. But without theory, it's a bit difficult to you people to understand the concept. What we need to do, right? You're going to get this video, don't worry. Maybe if you're having any doubts, watch that video and then prepare your notes, right? And then read that notes, and then I'll ask you questions on Monday. No one they are going to attend. Huh? Right. So slash lib, lib. So you people, you are saying for listening purpose, like you are listening, that's it. Huh? I'm trying to teaching past 1.5 hour, like I'm shouting here, right? Yes, no. And what I need to say? Huh? What I need to say? Tell me. You're saying it's a too much content, right? Yeah? You are not feeling. Very good. Super. Very good. That's the spirit you need to like have. So till end. Got it. It's not like this first 2 days, 3 days. You should you need to have that much of interest till first day to till last day, right? So you need to continue like that only. Then only you can able to get the Linux. Got it, guys? Okay, guys, it's a very easy, man. It's not a big deal. You're feeling like that. That's it. First of all, you need to remove that fearness from your mind. Then only you can able to understand very clearly. A simple logic, I'm saying. I hope like you are all graduations, right? You completed your graduation, right? Yes, no. How many subjects you completed? For 4 years. How many subjects you completed? Compared to that, this is nothing, man. Compared to that, this is nothing, right? Yes, no. You need to think like that. తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే మనకంటే తోపులు ఎవరు లేరని ఫీల్ అవ్వాలి అంతే. Got it, guys. Like, let's see here. Lib contain library files. Library files, right? Clear, guys? Library files means shareable objects, library files, and everything will have inside the lib. Library files means in Windows we'll have DLL files, right? DLL. What is the use of DLL file? It will help to us to run the operating system, to utilize the operating system in background. Like the same way in Linux will have library files. It will help to us to run the operating system. So in background view, library files it will run. Libraries it will run. I hope you got it, guys. And shareable objects also will have. So I hope you're clear. Apart from lib, we'll have temp directory. You know very well about temp, right? What is temp, guys? Temp contain temporary files. TMP. Temp contain temporary files. Okay. Do you have any idea why temporary files it will create? So we are going to delete the temporary files frequently into our operating system, right? So why temporary files it will create in temp directory? In Linux, no need to bother. Automatically it will delete. Automatically it will delete the temporary files. No need to delete manually. Simple, man. If you try to opening few applications, if you did improper shutdown, or maybe if you close that application and if you're not closing that application properly, so few files it will generate to provide the support. Those files it is not going to delete. So those all the files it will be available into the temp. If you are try to running one application, few temporary files it will generate in background to provide the support for that application. Those files it is not going to remove. If you close that application, if you're not closing that application properly, those files it is not going, those all the files that will be available inside the temp. Got it, guys? Right. Okay. So temp contain temporary files, right? Sys contain system related information. So SRV content service related information, and those all stuff will have. Apart from this, from 7.0 onwards, they introduced to us 4 symbolic links. 4 symbolic links. Symbolic links means shortcuts. Shortcuts, guys. What is the use of shortcut? So what is the use of shortcut, man? We can able to access the resources quickly using shortcut, right? Like the same way, bin, it having the link to USR, guys, USR bin. Sbin, it having the link to USR bin. Lib, it having the link to USR lib. Lib 64, it having the link to USR lib 64. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear. Those shortcuts, symbolic links, they introduced us from 7.0 onwards, little bit quick access. For quick access, right? We are going to get the commands, library files quickly. Okay. So I hope you're clear, guys. Okay. So this is all about file system hierarchy. If you're providing 2 minutes time for me, then I will show you from where we need to get those all. Okay, only 2 minutes. Then we are going to start operating system. So yesterday we installed the operating system, installed the operating system into VMware Workstation, right? So we are going to use that VMware Workstation operating system. So server operating system, I think we installed, right? Power on, right? Power on it. Then Yes, guys, try to log in into your operating system. Monday, I'll teach you how we need to log in, right? How we need to interact and those all stuff, right? See, guys, don't worry. I'll teach you on Monday how to open and those all stuff. Okay. No need to bother. Just I'm trying to providing the information from where we need to get what kind of information we discuss as of now. You have 4 GB RAM means you'll have some operating system performance. 4 GB, it's not sufficient. If you're having 4 GB, always it will take time. If you're having 8 GB, then you are going to get the quick access. So otherwise you can go with it EC2, it's not a problem. See, guys, bin. We discussed bin, boot, dev, those all where it will be available inside the forward slash. Inside the forward slash is the top level directory. It's a parent directory for all other directories, right? Inside this forward slash, we'll have those all the directories. This is called file system hierarchy. Bin, boot, dev, etc, home, lib64, media, mnt, opt, proc, root, run, sbin, srv, sys, temp, usr, var. We didn't miss anything, right? We'll have symbolic links. Bin having the link to the USR bin. Lib having the link to the USR lib. Lib64 it having the link to the USR lib64. S bin it having the link to USR S bin. So I'll filter those symbolic links. Let's see here. Got it? So 4 symbolic links we'll have. So this is all about file system hierarchy, guys. That's it. So from Monday onwards, we'll start practical session, how we need to interact, how we need to execute the commands, what kind of basic commands we'll have and everything. So thank you, guys, really, right? So we'll continue from Monday onwards, right? Yeah, bye, Swapna. See you. See you, guys. Bye. Take care and happy weekend. Notes means what I'm trying to creating the documents, what documents I will provide. See you, guys. Definitions and those all stuff you need to write.